Great to be with you for another live from home. I'm coming to you from Quebec City today, and I'm going to play electric guitar only this evening. So I hope you enjoy the music. Okay. There we go. Nice to see everyone tuning in from different parts of the world. We got Sweden, California, Las Vegas, Canada, Japan, Australia, South Australia, that is, Utah, Eugene, Oregon, Finland. Very, very cool. Well, I wanted to start off with a piece that you would recognize, and I'm going to play an original song now. This is called The Prize. It's a song I'm planning on putting on my next album. I hope you enjoy it. A 1, 2. I had a one-way conversation with me, myself, and I about the way we've been living. Can't imagine why. To get to where we're going, it's a cloudy compromise. You're mistaken if you think I'm taking my eyes off the prize. Maybe I've been distracted, quite possibly you're right. This big old bright and shiny world has kept me up at night. We all know that price tag shouldn't come as no surprise. You're mistaken if you think I'm taking my eyes off the prize. Some days I live with no regrets. Some days I just as soon forget. Some days a diamond, some a stone. Some things I just as soon leave alone. So where does all this leave me? I can't really say I know. I got more questions than answers, quite a ways to go. I can't let that deter me. This I realize, you're mistaken if you think I'm taking my eyes off the prize. Some days I live with no regrets. Some days I just as soon forget. Some days a diamond, some a stone. Some things I just as soon leave alone. I had a one-way conversation with me, myself, and I about the way we've been living. Can't imagine why. To get to where we're going, it's a cloudy compromise. You're mistaken if you think I'm taking my eyes off the prize. My eyes off the prize. My eyes off the prize. Okay, well, how's everybody doing out there this evening? This early evening, I should say. The sun hasn't gone down yet. I'm up pretty close to the North Pole, I would imagine. Not really, but to an Australian, you know, this is about as far north as most of us would venture in a lifetime. Poland, that's pretty cool. I've never been to Poland. I've been to, you know, a few different countries in Eastern Europe, and I very much love it over there. I'm looking forward to getting back on the road again sometime soon. So I'm going to keep rolling through the tunes. I think I'm going to play a little bit of Beatles next. This is a little bit of Across the Universe. Certainly one of my favorite Beatles songs. And this is my arrangement. There we go. Hope you all enjoyed that. I'm not watching the chat as much tonight, during the songs at least, because it's off to my side here, and I don't want to get distracted. I have a habit of missing notes when I start looking at the chat. Thank you to anybody who has contributed to the virtual tip jar. The virtual tip jar is simply to be found at joerobinson.com/tipjar, TIPJAR, and any tips are very much appreciated. You can tip as little or as much as you want. It's like the virtual swiper, and it's really been a wonderful, wonderful thing for me to be able to bring these concerts to you, and the virtual tip jar helps me do that, so thank you. Okay, I'm going to play a song from Borders now. This is a song I wrote about my fiancée. Actually named it after her. This is called Genevieve. Hope you enjoy it. Down by the river that you lie, before we had to say goodbye, I fell for you before I knew your name. The way that the words fell from your lips, the feeling of your soft fingertips on my skin, I've never been the same. All that I need to learn, that I need to see is in your eyes. All that I plead and yearn for this world to give me realize. In this love I believe, Genevieve. Je t'aime too much, joie de vivre. From all that I run, you are my reprieve. Right from the start, this restless heart you tame. All that I need to learn, that I need to see is in your eyes. All that I plead and yearn for this world to give me realize. In this love I believe, Genevieve. And every day I know it more and more. You're the one I've been searching for. And I don't even know who I was before you. All that I need to learn, that I need to see is in your eyes. All that I plead and yearn for this world to give me realize. In this love I believe, more than I can conceive. Morning, noon, and eve. Genevieve. Well, thank you all very much. That's from my newest album, Borders, which is available. You can listen to it on the streaming sites if you want, or if you want to purchase it on CD or digital download or even vinyl, you can do that on my website. And the link for that is joerobinson.com/borders. And thanks to anyone who has purchased the album. So I've had a few comments about my guitar, and I don't know if you can see the little amp back there in the background, but this guitar is a Music Man, and it's a Valentine model guitar. Nice big red heart-looking thing. And it was designed by James Valentine. He was a great guitarist, plays in a band called Maroon 5. And the amp back there is a 1967 Fender Champ. It has an 8-inch speaker, so it's a tiny little amp, and it just sounds great. And it's what I use for all my recordings. So there's my little secret weapon back there. Tiny amp, I think it's 5 watts or something, but it sounds great. It's, yeah, that's, and I have a few little pedals here, but nothing too fancy. So I'm going to play a little bit of swing music now, and I'm going to see if I can get my fingers moving across the fingerboard. Play a little fast music. Here we go. See, a question, is vinyl mastered differently? Yes, vinyl is mastered differently. I had Ryan K. Smith master for the vinyl, and he has mastered a lot of big albums, including Adele and Paul Simon and lots of big artists. So he's the one that cut the lacquers on vinyl, and I recorded at a high resolution of 9624. So we cut from that sample rate, so it really does sound pretty spectacular. That always makes me think of Les Paul. He was such a great musician and a big inspiration to me. I had the fortune of meeting him when I was about 17 years old. I went to Times Square, New York City, and got to sit in with him. I was with a friend of mine named Brian Brown, who, was a few years younger than me, and we were the two young gun guitarists. And we went to hang with Les, and the most inspiring story I know about Les Paul is, he was 94 at this time, and he was playing 2 shows every Monday night at the Iridium Club down in Times Square in New York. And he used to drive home after the gig and listen to the board mix of his performance that night to critique his playing at 94 years old. I thought that was really so inspiring and just a testament to the fact that, he's just a genuinely curious person and, of course, gave the world so many great inventions, so much great music. One of the inventions was, of course, the electric guitar. No small feat. So I saw a request there to play Mindless. It's gone. I can't see the name. But this is for whoever requested Mindless. So thank you very much for the request. Romania. That's so many different folks tuning in from all over. It really makes me feel great. What do you think of Pat Martino? Pat Martino is a phenomenal guitarist. Absolutely. The volume of the mic is a little low. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate that. That's a good way to put it. Not that the guitar is too loud. Guitar players will know what I'm talking about. I'll turn the mic up a little bit. All of us requested Mindless. Great. Here we go. All day long there's a voice in my head saying who I am, what's up next. And I listen to the endless chatter, knowing it's never gonna matter. 'Cause when I get to your door and I step into the world waiting for me and you, nothing we need to do or say to be swept away. Mindless with you, timeless. Place you take me to, and nothing can reach us, nothing can keep us from the love we melt into. When I get mindless, mindless with you. You know how to flip the switch off, power down the program and get lost. And I love the way the silence speaks, telling me all I'm ever gonna need is to be mindless. Mindless with you, timeless. Place you take me to, nothing can reach us, nothing can keep us from the love we melt into. When I get mindless, mindless with you. place you take me to, when nothing can reach us, nothing can keep us from the love we're melding to. When I get mindless, when I get mindless, I get mindless, mindless with you. Okay, that was Mindless. Thank you all so much. That's from the album Undertones, which is also available on vinyl and download and CD and streaming, of course. So go check out the albums if you like the music. Thanks very much. I want to remind everybody that we have a virtual tip jar set up for these live stream concerts, and anyone who feels like it would be nice to leave a tip, that's very much appreciated. The link should be in the description and in the chat. It's just joerobinson.com/tipjar, TIPJAR. Any little bit is very much appreciated. So thank you so much to anybody who has contributed to the tip jar. And next up, what am I going to play next? That is the big question. I think I'm going to play a new original song that is tentatively called The Rush. And I like playing new unreleased songs because I haven't, in this case, I haven't recorded this one yet. So I get to kind of iron out all the creases. Usually I would play them live in concerts, but all my concerts keep getting canceled and moved back. Because I mostly play in theaters. And, they have pretty stringent rules on theaters. Here we go. I was going so well up till the end. Thank you very much for listening. Here's a little bit of Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out. And this is for everybody on my True Fire channel, my Guitar Synergy channel, where I released a tutorial for this song just a few days ago. Once I lived the life of a millionaire, spent all my money, didn't have any cares. I took all my friends out for a mighty good time. Bought bootleg liquor, champagne and wine. Then I began to fall so low. I lost all my good friends, had no place to go. If I get my hands on $1 again, I'm gonna hang on to it till that ego grins. 'Cause nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny. As for friends, you don't have many. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I said it straight, without any doubt. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. In your pocket, not one penny. And as for friends, you don't have many. When you get back on your feet again, everybody wants to be your long-lost friend. I said it straight, without any doubt. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay. So, any Randy Newman? No, I don't know how to play any of Randy Newman songs. Brigitte says, wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. Golden Aussie Overseas. Thank you so much for listening. The Guitar Synergy channel is a blast, says Andrew. Thanks, Andrew. I enjoy creating content for the channel. Czech Republic, Michigan, Borsalino. I think everybody knows you. Could you say hi, Charles, for your dad? He listens to you all the time. Yeah, hi Charlie. Hope you're doing well out there. Thanks for listening and join the streams. Can I play Reputation? I'm definitely going to play Reputation, and I'm going to play Borders shortly, but I'm going to play another instrumental before that. I think I'm going to play a little bit of, well, Classical Gas. That sounds like a good request, because here I am on my electric guitar, I'm going to totally see where this goes. This is classical Agast with a fresh twist. Victor says, reputation with a big emperor, my boy. It's coming. It's coming, Victor. Okay, there we go. Here's a little bit of Reputation coming up next. And another reminder that we have a virtual tip jar, and the tip jar link is joerobinson.com, which is my name, /tipjar, TIPJAR. And anyone that enjoys the show and feels compelled to leave a tip, I say thank you very much, because it helps me keep bringing you the music. Here's a little bit of Reputation. She learned long ago how to play the game. Spend her days and nights living in the fast lane. But time is passing and she wants to slow it down, trying to find a ticket off this merry-go-round, 'cause she only wants to be loved, to feel the joy and the pain. Can she open her heart when she's got a
reputation to maintain. On the outside, things look beautiful. She's surrounded by people who will never know the story hiding in her eyes. Makeup on her face is an everyday disguise, 'cause she only wants to be loved, to feel the joy and the pain. Can she open her heart? She's got reputation to maintain. She knows she can't keep going down the road she's on. She only wants to be loved, to feel the joy and the pain. Can she open her heart? She's got a reputation to maintain.
That'll do. That was a good long improvisation. Where's that rhythm coming from? Says Lisa. I have a loop pedal. So it's a little pedal here. It's a red box called the Boss RC1 loop pedal. It's a very simple looper. And basically what it allows me to do is I can play something into the box in real time. So maybe I'll play like a C major 7 to an A minor, to a D minor 7, to a G, and then I just press the button, and it repeats that chord progression over and over again, and then I can play over the top of it. So anyway, I can just improvise and play whatever melodies I want, and I can stop it when I have another button here that just stops it. So it's a pretty handy unit because I often travel as a solo performer. As you can see, you know, I kind of have arrangements and songs worked up where I don't really need a band. I played with a band for a long time, and it's very expensive to travel with 4 people working for you. So I really found that not only did playing solo give me a lot more options when I'm on the road, it also kind of was preferred by audiences in a lot of places, especially when you're playing a theater and you know, hearing a drummer really loud in a venue like that. You know, sometimes people don't like that as much as they like just a solo guitar. So yeah, during the days of touring, I play a lot of solo concerts, and the looper kind of just helps me play a little bit of electric guitar in the show, whereas most of the show is acoustic. So there you go. Joe, the one-man band, says Freddie. Yep, have guitar, we'll travel. Scott says stay small and keep it all. I like that. Sue says playing solo, you can't argue with yourself. Yep. You know, it's funny, sometimes people will say, don't you get lonely being on stage by yourself? Like, don't you wish you had other musicians to hang with and travel with? And I have to say that, and isn't it, they say, isn't it challenging to be on stage and, like, you know, it's all on your shoulders. Like, if you mess a note, you know, everyone can hear it, potentially. And the way I see it is I'm in control. So I have control of the fretboard and of all the music. And when I'm playing with other musicians, you know, if the drummer had a fight with his girlfriend or if the bass player, you know, was drinking the night before, not that I'm, you know, casting any stereotypes here. I had the pleasure of working with a lot of really great musicians when I had my trio for 5 years. But yeah, I always had to just be in the back of my mind, are they going to play, you know, what I'm hearing, and is the chemistry going to be there? Because when you have really great musicians, the chemistry is something so special. But it's really hard to keep really great musicians because, you know, in Nashville, you know, if you're a great drummer or bass player, then you're playing with a big artist. And so for someone who's not I'm not playing arenas, you know, it's hard to get the best players. So anyway, I'm not going to go on and on about that. But I really love playing solo. I love the limitations of just having 6 strings. I don't really play with different tunings. A lot of solo guitarists play, you know, D-tune every song. And yeah, I pretty much play everything in standard tuning. And I like, you know, arranging for guitar in that way. So anyway, I don't want to rant and rave too much. I do want to say, please share the stream, share this show if you enjoyed it. Tell your friends. I really appreciate everybody who shares the music and spreads the word. It's been amazing this last year, putting out a lot more videos, releasing songs, put out an album, Borders, and I just really am thrilled with the technology that is available to all of us, sharing music we love online with others, and I'm grateful that I have the ability to create music and share it with you, and that's a pretty cool experience. So thank you so much, and thanks to anybody who has contributed to the virtual tip jar. The tip jar link, again, once more, is joerobinson.com/tipjar, TIPJAR, and it should be linked in the chat there. And I'm going to play one last song. This is the title track from my last album, said album, Borders. And there just might be an extended solo on the end of this. We'll see what happens. Can't wait to hear it myself. Take good care of everybody. Thank you again. Borders are all that stand between us now. Borders keeping me from you somehow. I go under the radar. If I could, I'd be a camouflage stealth man sneaking through the passport. Yes, sir, I got to swap my nose, enter in my shoes. Borders are all that stand between us now. If only I could fly 1,000 miles to you, you could be my bride, make this dream come true. Babe, I need you more than I ever have right now, but we'll make this work somehow. Across these borders, borders. A little bit of water. It's very hot up here in Canada, believe it or not. I'd swim that ocean great and wide. I'd dig through the earth to the other side. I'd sell every single thing I own tonight. Leave you one more day alone. Borders are all that stand between us now. This is fun on electric. If only I could fly 1,000 miles to you, you could be my bride, make this dream come true. Babe, I need you more than I ever have right now, but we'll make this work somehow. Across these borders,
borders. Bunny Barnes says everyone should buy this CD. Thank you so much, Bunny. You made me very happy. Okay, here we go. And that'll do for this evening. Thank you very much for tuning in live from home. I think this is number 37. Amazing. Time's are really flying by, and I'm grateful to have you all listening. Thanks for tuning in. I'm grateful that we have the ability to share this music and share this experience together. Thank you to anybody who has shared my music with other people. Thanks to anybody who's purchased an album. Thanks to anybody who's purchased a concert ticket in the past. And thank you to anybody who has taken advantage of this wonderful, wonderful new technology called the virtual tip jar. joerobinson.com/TIPJAR is the link for that tip jar. Thank you so much, and see you all again very soon. Thanks again.